In a company where rules were law, two people broke the only one that truly mattered. No falling in love. They were meant to follow company policy, not rewrite it with their hearts. Between meetings and deadlines, Zara and Kelechi found something no rule could stop: love. Welcome to Epic Story Time, where stories are brought to life. The mall was busy that Saturday: music, laughter, and perfume in the air. Zara stepped out of a boutique, two shopping bags in her hands. Her heart felt light. Monday would be her first day at Horizon Innovations, a big tech company in Abuja. The city was new, bright, and full of promise. As she turned to leave, she bumped into someone. Bags fell. Her breath caught. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," she said quickly. "No, my fault," the man said, steadying her. His voice was calm and deep. When she looked up, she saw a tall man in a navy blue shirt and jeans, smiling in that quiet, easy way. For a few seconds, they both stood still, like time had stopped. "That was almost a disaster," she said, laughing. He smiled. "Then let me fix it. Can I buy you coffee?" It was supposed to be just coffee, but 20 minutes later, they were sitting in a cafe inside the mall, talking like they had known each other for years. He was Kelechi, a business consultant from Lagos. She was Zara, a project manager, new in Abuja. They laughed about Lagos traffic, shared stories about work, and joked about who knew the best place for suya. Every minute made her forget he was a stranger. When he asked for her number, she gave it easily. That evening, his first message came. "Made it home without another collision." She smiled, typing back barely. "I'm fragile, remember?" That night they talked until midnight. By Sunday, their chats had turned to long calls. Zara felt something she hadn't felt in years: hope. Monday morning came fast. The glass doors of Horizon Innovations opened like a new chapter. Zara took a deep breath and walked in, wanting to make a good first impression. During orientation, the HR manager said something that made everyone laugh. "One rule here: no dating your coworkers. No exceptions." Zara smiled to herself. Easy rules, she thought. Not my problem. Until she entered the department meeting late. A man was already standing in front, talking confidently. She knew that voice before she saw his face. Kelechi. Her heart stopped. He froze too, just for a second, before continuing like nothing had happened. Their eyes met just once, but it said everything. Zara sat down quickly, pretending to take notes. How could this be? Out of all the offices in Abuja, this one. When the meeting ended, Kelechi walked out without a word, but the air between them was full of what they couldn't say. At her desk, her phone buzzed. "Kelechi, we need to talk." "Zara? Where?" "Kelechi, same caf. PM." She looked at the message for a long time before replying, "Okay." By noon, that HR warning echoed in her head: no workplace romance. What had sounded funny before now felt serious. At 5 p.m., the caf smelled the same: coffee, vanilla, something sweet. Zara sat waiting, tapping her fingers on her cup. When Kelechi walked in, her heart skipped again. "Hi," he said softly. "Hi." They sat. Silence hung between them. "I didn't know you worked at Horizon," he said. "Neither did I," she said quickly. "But you heard the rule." He nodded slowly. "I did. People have lost their jobs because of it." She took a deep breath. "Then this, whatever this is, it has to stop." Kelechi's jaw tightened. "You really think we can just switch it off?" Her voice dropped. "We have to." He leaned closer, eyes soft. "Zara, what happened between us wasn't an accident. I felt something real." She gave a small, sad smile. "Real doesn't pay rent, Kelechi. Real doesn't save careers." The silence after that was heavy. Finally, he nodded. "Then we'll do what professionals do. Discipline." She whispered the word back. Discipline. But both of them knew it wouldn't be that easy. Days turned into weeks. Zara and Kelechi worked like strangers who shared a secret. They greeted each other politely, spoke only about work, and tried to act normal. But each time their eyes met, it was like touching fire. At night, Zara told herself to forget. But every time her phone buzzed, she wished it was him. And every time she passed his office door, her heart beat faster. One Friday evening, it started to rain. The office was almost empty. Zara stayed late, working on a report. She didn't hear him walk in. "Still here?" Kelechi asked softly. She looked up. You scared me. He smiled. Sorry, you shouldn't be here alone. I'm fine, she said, but her voice shook a little. He came closer. Let me help. They sat together, side by side, going through slides and notes. For a while, it felt peaceful, like the world outside didn't exist. Then their hands brushed. Time stopped. Zara, he said quietly. We said we'd stop. I know, she whispered, but I can't. Her breath trembled. Kelechi, if someone finds out, then let them, he said. I don't care anymore. She looked at him, his eyes, his calm, the truth in his voice. Her heart gave up fighting. That night, they didn't talk about rules. They just sat together, listening to the rain and to the sound of their hearts choosing love again. For a while, things felt perfect. Zara and Kelechi had found their own quiet corner in a noisy world. They came to work like everyone else, calm faces, serious voices. But behind those faces lived a secret that made every day brighter. A smile across the hallway, a quick touch when no one was watching, a good morning that meant I missed you. They were careful, but love is hard to hide. One afternoon, during lunch, colleagues whispered, I think Zara and Kelechi are too close, one said. By the end of the week, the whispers had spread. Some smiled when they saw them together. Others frowned, waiting for proof. Still, Zara and Kelechi focused on their big company project, the Horizon Retreat, a presentation that could change both their careers. Late one night, the office was quiet. Zara stumbled over a line in the presentation. Kelechi chuckled softly. You're tired, he said. Here, I'll help. She turned to him, breath catching. He leaned closer, guiding her gently. Their hands touched. They didn't pull away. Knock, knock, knock. They jumped apart. The hallway was empty. Maybe it was the cleaner, Zara whispered. He nodded, still pale. Let's go, now. That night, neither slept. Morning came. They waited outside the managing director's office, tense. The MD greeted them calmly. Ah, my 2 stars. Sit down. He explained the board wanted a mini presentation. 10 minutes later, Zara and Kelechi delivered it flawlessly. The MD clapped. Excellent. You two make a perfect team. At the evening retreat, the MD called them on stage. Zara and Kelechi, you've done amazing work. What reward do you want? Kelechi stepped forward. Sir, I want one thing, permission to love her. The hall went silent. Zara's heart raced. The MD smiled. You are brave. We will discuss this at the next meeting. The next day, HR asked Zara if she felt the same. Yes, she said without hesitation. Later, both stood before the board. The MD said, we knew from the start. You showed that love and professionalism can coexist. Your wish is granted. That evening, a company memo went out. Policy update. Personal relationships between consenting employees are permitted as long as professionalism is maintained. Zara and Kelechi read it together. He smiled. Love did this. She laughed, tears in her eyes. Yes, love did. They embraced openly, without fear. 2 hearts had one in a world of rules. Thank you for watching this episode of Epic Story Time. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more intriguing love stories that touch the heart and stay with you.